Yo, what's going on everybody? So like you guys can see from the title, I want to talk to you guys about should Sasuke Uchiha have more children. Now, it never fails. At least once a video, I have somebody commenting saying, hey, why doesn't Sasuke have kids? Why doesn't Sasuke have multiple wives? Why doesn't Sasuke have multiple kids sprinkled all throughout Konoha and throughout the ninja world? Sasuke, his goal was to repopulate the Uchiha clan, and I've kind of held off on addressing this because in videos I did on my original channel, Kryptonian Saiyan, in passing I kind of addressed this, but I really haven't talked about this on Naruto Explained. And so I want to kind of break down some of the misconceptions fans have, as well as give you my thoughts about whether or not Sasuke should have any other children. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just put my position on this. I'm going to put it on the table for you guys so you know where I stand. I do think that it would be beneficial for Sasuke to have one more child, in particular to have a son, but it's not for the reason that a lot of people want Sasuke to have a son, which is a lot of people want Sasuke to have a son because a son can carry the clan name onward and Sasuke would have a true heir. It's not for reasons like that. The reason why I think that Sasuke should have a son is when you look at Sasuke as a character and you look at how Masashi Kishimoto developed Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto and Sasuke were always developed as parallels, as equals, and even though they were on the other side of a coin, there are still two parts of the same coin. And when you look at the Uzumaki household, Naruto has a daughter, Sasuke has a daughter in the Uchiha household. Naruto has a son, Sasuke doesn't have a son. And I think that just for a balanced perspective to continue that whole thing of Naruto and Sasuke being developed as equals and their character arcs going through similar dips and valleys and growths, and in their personal life, both of them end up with somebody who loved them from day one. Things like that. I think that just having one more child, probably after the time skip that happens after Boruto and Kawaki right before that fight happens, I think that that is something that could work. I think that could work, and I think that it would kind of tie that part in. However, I do want to kind of talk to you guys about this huge misconception. I don't even know where this came from, but there's this huge misconception out there that Sasuke's original goal was to repopulate the Uchiha. And I think people got that maybe from the fact that Sasuke said he wanted to restore the clan, and a lot of people thought, oh well, Sasuke means restore the clan because Sasuke wants to have multiple babies running around. Sasuke wants to bring the clan back to its glory, and I get the last line, bring the clan back to its glory, but I don't think that Sasuke meant that from a numbers perspective, because let's look at it from this perspective, okay? When Sasuke talks about the honor of the Uchiha clan and how mighty the Uchiha were, it's based on what the clan was. It's about the honor with the name. And when you look at what Itachi did, Itachi, according to Sasuke, through Sasuke's eyes, when Itachi seemingly went crazy and murdered the whole clan as a way to test his own abilities, as what he told Sasuke, Sasuke thought that Itachi had dishonored the clan. And so in volume 1 of the series, okay, I don't know what the anime did. You know, as you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of the Naruto anime. I started going back and watching the anime, but I got introduced via the manga, and I prefer the manga over the anime. But in the manga, one of the things that we see is the fact that Sasuke makes it very clear. He wants to restore the honor of the Uchiha clan. Like, that's something that one of the first things we learn about the character is he wants to restore the honor. And so having multiple children, that doesn't necessarily tie into restoring the honor. Now, this is one other thing I want to kind of bring up, right? When you look at Sasuke, when it comes to his choice of wife, I know a lot of people bag on Sakura, and I'm working on a true power video of Sakura because post-war arc Sakura is very powerful, more powerful than a lot of people give her credit for. But when you look at Sakura, Sakura has the quality that Sasuke will want when it comes to having a mate to produce a family with. Because when we look at Sakura, one of the things we learned from the Sakura Hida novel, as well as in the Naruto the last novelization, is that when it comes to Sakura, she's viewed as the medical expert in the ninja world. Like, she runs the Konoha hospital, she set up her own clinics. Sakura is known as the medic, for better or for worse. She's known as the medic who saved the Ninja Alliance. Now I know somebody's like, oh my god, Naruto's giving chakra. Absolutely right, but I mean, Tsunade and Sakura, when they used Katsuyu, they did a lot of healing when they did this, and a lot of people looked at Sakura because after the war, Tsunade was acknowledging Sakura as being someone who surpassed her. So a lot of people give Sakura a lot of that credit. And so Sasuke has a mate who has the name recognition. She has the skill. She has the power, depending on where you scale her. And again, I don't power scale, I don't pretend to power scale, but according to Data Book 4, I mean, she's equal to Fatigue, KCM, 2 Naruto, and EMS Sasuke. She clearly has her power. She clearly has her skills. She has the name recognition. And let's not forget that when it comes to Sakura, when it comes to test scores, Sakura had some of the higher scores in the academy. Like, so when you look at all that, that's why you get somebody like Sarada, who in her own right, she is a genius to an extent. So from a quality perspective, Sasuke, probably the only other person he could have chosen to be a better mate than Sakura would have been Karin, but that was more so because of the genetics. That's the whole reason you don't see Sasuke with a harem like what you see Kirito do in Sword Art Online, where Kirito has a bunch of women who are hot for him. Even though Asuna's his main squeeze, he has a bunch of women he can choose from. I think it's Konosuba where you have that dude who has a harem there. Like, there's a whole bunch of different women who would throw themselves at Sasuke, but Sasuke doesn't need to give any of those women a baby. He doesn't need to lay down raw with any of them, right? Like, he doesn't need to share that Uchiha greatness. He doesn't need to do that. Now, here's one other final reason why I do think that Sasuke would benefit from having a son. When you look at Sasuke's own upbringing, Sasuke got brought up in a household that had 2 children. And I think that one thing that would be very beautiful for his arc is if Sasuke had a younger child who reminded him of himself. Because I personally like to look at Sarada, and I see a lot of characteristics in Itachi when it comes to Sarada. I'm not talking about Sarada being like, you know, super genjutsu heavy or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but just her personality. She's got some Sakura quirks, but I see a little bit of Itachi in her. And what I would really like to see is how Sasuke would have a child, a son, a younger son who reminds Sasuke of a younger version of himself, and Sasuke could be the father to that child that Fugaku never was to him, because after all the mistakes that Fugaku made with Itachi, Fugaku took a different stance with Sasuke, and I think this would give Sasuke an opportunity to give his youngest child, the child that he would have with Sakura, the childhood that Sasuke never really got an opportunity to have. I think that that could be a way for Sasuke's character to come full circle. I think that that would be really great. And the other thing is again, Sasuke having 2 children allows him to build a household that Fugaku was never able to do. I want to know from you guys. I really want to know from you guys. Do you think it's too late for Sakura and Sasuke to have a kid? Or do you think that having a child closer to the time skip, maybe after or before Kawaki destroys Konoha like we saw in episode 1, chapter 1 of the Boruto manga, do you think having a child around that time will be really great? Let me know, and let me know why. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.